Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot Tube. I am so glad you're here. Today's date is Saturday, May 11th, 2024. Yes, it's a 2-for-1 day. This is my second video. And since I try to stick to one topic, though I sometimes digress a little bit, I wanted to make this a separate video just for that reason, that basically you'll know the topic by the title, and you can decide if it's worth your time and attention. There are people I realize who only want to listen when I'm talking about current events. And in a way, this is. One of my viewers recently, in a comment a couple of videos ago, asked me if it would be possible to take a look at the uptick of white animals that are being born in the wild, and if that is significant to the spiritual growth of the human race. So I thought it was a great question. So I'm going to take you to compilation. I found a few of these in the wild, unusual, white, and in some cases non-albino animals, because the true albino would have the pink eyes. So let's see if there's something to it. And we're going to look at a Native American legend too that kind of ties in with this before we get to the tarot. So I'll take you to the compilation as always. If you like the links in it or want to look at it in more detail, you can click on the Facebook link that will be in the video description box. If you don't like to do that, I will just try to mention where I'm going. The images that I'm sharing with you, I simply found using a search, using a browser that is available to anybody. So those aren't links. All right, let's go to that compilation though, real quick. Okay, here is a rare white moose. And as you can see, the eyes don't have that pinkish cast. It really is a rare white moose. Here is a very rare white giraffe, which unfortunately I hear poachers have since done away with. So photos of him or her are all that still remain. Here is, now this is more the albino because it's got the pink eyes going on, but here is a ferret. Here's a white raven or crow. I know there's a difference between them, but I really don't know how to tell them apart. But this is either a raven or a crow. So if you know, be nice as you tell me which it is. I can't know everything and I don't claim to. Now, here's a white buffalo. The white buffalo prophecy of many Native American cultures, particularly among the Lakota, Dakota, and Nakota tribes, states that the birth of a white buffalo calf is a sign that the world is about to undergo a great transformation, bringing balance and harmony to the world. A rare white bison calf was born at Bear River State Park in Wyoming on May 16th, and another was born in 2023. So they're coming up on their 1-year birthday. And another was born at the Sioux Valley Dakota Nation in Manitoba, Canada on April 16th. So 2 rare white buffaloes were born. Now, let's take a quick look. Now I'm going to a link. If you don't want to follow and click on it directly, I found this at legends.The. Okay. And it's just simply it goes into more detail about the legend of the white buffalo. Okay. And it's a beautiful story. The legend's very nicely written out here. Okay. And basically, let me go down here to the end. With the return of the white buffalo, it is a sign that prayers are being heard, that the sacred pipe is being honored, and that the promises of prophecy are being fulfilled. White buffalo signals a time of abundance and plenty. Though harsh as the world we live in may be, throughout recorded history, there have been spiritual leaders teaching peace, hope, and balance, in parentheses it says synergy, amongst all life. So not only have we had in the last year, have we had the birth of rare white buffaloes, there have been giraffes and otters and ravens or crows and the moose many others found in the wild, not bred specifically for this purpose. So our question to the universe is going to be, are these albino, no, let's go with white animals that have been born in nature of recent years, indicating that that time of transformation and spiritual growth is upon us, plus other insights and information the universe wants us to know. Let's find out. Before I work with the cards, I'd like to point out one of the items of decor that I have on the tarot table during this read. Besides the kitty glitter that's up here, that's what someone told me we should call Alieska's fur that she leaves behind on the tarot table. And that is this small piece. Size doesn't matter when it comes to gems and energies, of Minnesota pipestone that I got from my good friend Bara in Germany about 1.5 years ago. And the reason I added this to the tarot table, because we're looking at a Native American legend and just asking about the spiritual aspects of what might be signified by those white animals that are appearing on almost every continent. And I thought it'd be great to add this real quickly. Let me read you a little bit about what it does. Okay, its formal name is catanite. Okay, it carries the heartbeat of Mother Earth. It was formed as the earth took its first breath. And I thought that it's found to be an amplifier of energy and can help and protect one against electromagnetic radiation. So very appropriate to have on the table for this read. Now, let's continue and I'll work with the cards. So again, the yes or no element to our question is the significance of the birth of these wild white animals across numerous species, a sign to us that Earth is entering a period of transformation and peaceful transformation and spiritual growth, ascension growth, plus other insights and information the universe wants us to know. So again, try not to limit the energy I'm asking about by one type. So that's why I'm saying ascension, spiritual, transformative. In other words, is it saying, buckle up, guys. We're going to a good place and we're leaving soon. Because it did say in that legend of the white buffalo that birth indicated that it was soon to happen. And now we've got the solar storm going on, all sorts of things happening in our world. People are waking up and opening their minds to concepts that previously they would have thought were hooey. So let's see what the universe wants us to know. Okay, yeah, we've got a lot of events going on. We got the 8 of Wands, Judgment, Page of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles. I'm going to try to move this without taking me out of the picture frame. Temperance, Page of Cups, and 5 of Wands. Okay, now, first of all, just because we didn't get a hard yes doesn't mean that we're not getting some sort of yes. Let's look at the cards, and I'm going to share what I'm getting from them intuitively as well. Again, that's always what a good tarot read is a blend of the intuitive insights you get, and then they're confirmed and bolstered by the images that your eye is drawn to in the card. There's times when one element of a card, like maybe the number, doesn't jump out at me, but an element in the picture will, like the coins or the bird that's perched on her hand, something like that. And that's all part of the tarot reading process. And I agree with my friend Steve, who says anyone can read tarot. To a certain extent, we are all capable of it. And I think it's a great intuitive aid, or I wouldn't use it. But we are absolutely getting a message here that there is a period of connection and guidance that is happening for the human race. So We are getting a yes, it's just not the emphatic one that you get with the ace. And I'll show you the elements of the cards that lead me to say that. And overall, this is a beautiful read and reassuring. There's 2 major arcana showing up. And as I've shared with you before, when you see these, they're pretty much saying this is not going to be diverted or changed. It's firmly, what this card is telling us is firmly established. Whereas the minor arcana cards can have some wiggle room for change and adjustment. Again, like on a personal reading, you can see that there's a potential for this or this here. If that potential is not being displayed with major arcanas, it means that your free will can make some changes here. So I like that we're getting a couple of major arcanas in this card, especially in this read, especially since overall we've got some nice information going on here. So here's what the cards are telling me. First of all, the 9 of Wands, that means a combination of there's a lot of events that are moving at a fast pace. And the Wands energy doesn't take years and years to show up and manifest. It's weeks and months and days, depending on what the situation is. And the other element of this card is the changes. So changes are on the way. They're in the wind. Okay. Now, what we're getting told more about is with the Judgment card. And one of the elements, meanings of the Judgment card is renewal. So again, we've got changes on the way. Those changes involve renewal. There's some of our yes coming out. That these white animals truly do have the spiritual significance that Native American folklore told us they did. Absolutely. The Page of Wands is always an optimism card. And it talks about potential too. So again, we have changes coming that involve renewal. And there's a potential for so much that's going to be open and available to us. Okay, now in the present spot here, we've got the 9 of Pentacles. And she talks about success and independence and having the resources to make those changes that need to be made. So again, we're going to have, whether it's the energy or the healing or the readiness emotionally, we're going to have, we who are choosing a path of growth are going to have what it takes to get to where our goal is. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful affirming read here going on. Let's look at the near future. We've got the Temperance card showing up here. Again, one of her main things is balance. You can see she's balancing things here and also connectedness. So again, we've got renewal and change and connectedness and independence and the resources to make them happen, all showing up in these cards, which kind of affirms what we were asking about. Now let's look at insights and further information. We've got the Page of Cups showing us that, again, connection and fulfillment, that we can be guided. Often this card means pleasant surprises on the way, okay? And we are asking about spiritual growth and opportunities and significance. So again, it all works together. The 5 of Wands is only mildly cautionary. It's just letting us know, again, 5s are temporary situations, that as these events roll out, not all of them are going to be peaceful, okay? But they're not going to be all that long lasting either. So change is coming, and we are going to have the resources we need to make the growth and achieve the potential that we are only kind of dreaming about. And those that try to divert us and distract us or get us involved in anxiety and fear porn, their antics aren't going to last all that much longer. So let's get 2 more cards, because this is really a significant read, and see what else is being shown to us. Got another major arcana showing up, and then the 7 of Wands. Now the High Priestess shows us, first of all, that there is truth to be had. But it's just behind the veil. So this card often shows up. Now it can also talk about intuition. Again, those psychic gifts that are starting to become growing in people and getting their fair share of exploration and attention. And so that's kind of cool. The veil she sits in front of is where the truth is very near the surface. Again, there's things coming out very soon that are truthful, that are beneficial. Again, we've got it landed on the events and the independence card here. So kind of sweet. Now, the other one is just a reminder that even though we're going to achieve some of those measures and gains we want spiritually, there's so much more. Okay. Don't stop your spiritual goals. Yes, we want a closer walk with whoever we have faith in, but there's so much potential to go so much farther than we can even dream. So there we have it. To recap, one of my viewers asked me if I would look at the potential significance of white animals that are appearing in nature, especially the giraffe in Africa, moose, North America, and ravens, crows, things like that. And a number of these animals that are appearing that are rare white aren't albinos. They don't all have, in fact, in numerous instances, they didn't have that telltale pink eye that albinos have, which can be a natural mutation. But so we were asking, was this an expression of and fulfillment of some of the prophecies and just the Native American legend that says, especially with the buffalo, that when the white buffalo is born, it indicates that the world is going to soon be in a transformative and spiritually growing state. And so we asked the universe for insights and information about that, and even a yes or no on it. Now the yes came in the form of some validation that was within the cards. So no aces came up, although 3 major arcana did come up in this read that had 9 cards. So it was a good question, and the universe validated it. And I think that the information flow was aided by the shard of Minnesota peace pipe that Bara sent me some time back, and has been in a couple of the decor settings for numerous reads. So what we got was the changes are in the present. So we're in a period of change. That change includes the potential for renewal. We can be optimistic, and we're going to be making some discoveries that are really wonderful. As we do, we can claim some success in accepting those changes and incorporating them into our being, who we are. Connectedness. There is a connection between the spiritual world, the physical world, between the animal world and the human world. There is a connection that is strong and going to be restored and healthy. And this was a beautiful card to show up. The Page of Cups, again, a connection card right by it. So there's where we're getting at. There is a connection to these. There is a sign involved here. You are coming up to a change of period of change, renewal, discovery, and getting some guidance along the way. Again, we're a free will universe, so not everybody's going to accept and incorporate those potentials, but many of us are. Many of us are. The caution was there are some that will resist the changes. There's some that aren't going to be honest about potentials and things like that. We know that. That's why we've been growing our discernment. The fact that there's more truth that's soon to be coming out, that's on the spiritual plane and about to be in the everyday plane, was indicated with the High Priestess. Again, kind of a nod to the native folklore about the white buffalo was absolutely valid, and we're going to see some more connections in the future. Then a little bit of, again, this was kind of along the lines of insights and information. We're only at the start of a lot of spiritual development that will be available to us. We need to keep our eyes on the fact that we don't see clearly yet what all those potentials are, how many levels of being and loving and growth that are available to us in time as we're ready for it. So all in all, a fantastic read, a confirmation on the validity and accuracy of some Native American folklore, as well as kind of reassuring that, guys, it's happening, and it's been foretold, it's been It's been ongoing, and now that time is rapidly upon us. So anytime you have the opportunity to grow as a person, as a spiritual being, I encourage you to take those opportunities and to be all that you can be. And no, I'm not doing an armed forces recruitment ad here. It just seems to make sense that we're here to learn and grow. And the only thing we take with us is our memories and that growth and that learning. So let's fill all those baskets up to brimming. Until next time. And in the meantime, in numerous countries tomorrow, including the United States and Canada and several others, tomorrow is Mother's Day. So if you're a mother in any form or fashion, if you're taking on that feminine, divine feminine role in your family unit or for friends or family, or I don't care if you're a foster mother or a stepmother or a father who is going it alone and trying to wear both hats, I wish you a happy Mother's Day and many more to come. And until next time, if you're willing to receive it, I also send each and every one of you love, light, and wish for you everything bright in life, in your futures and your outlooks, brightness. Bye.